picking this music? Who picked this one?
Scott on this one.
Scott picked this? Yeah, it was Scott. Scott doesn't get it.
Let him use that at his party.
Yeah, I'm playing that at his disco parties. Scott. Oh, man. This music is not rocking. It's just not rocking. Who is that?
No FX.
No FX? Man. No talent. That's the name of that band. No FX. No offense, man. It's just not rocking. Scott, please don't.
Every time you pick one, it's bad.
I thought Ralph was picking him. Is he not doing his job?
I'm not sure what Ralph's involvement is at this point anymore.
Well, maybe someone else ought to pick it. Stutter and John have any taste in music?
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, you want me to do it? John, you know how to pick music? Seriously.
I can pick you the good stuff that we play, you know.
Yeah, not that we play even. I'll do it myself.
Never mind.
Like everything else, I'll just do it myself.
If I hear something good, I'll
yeah, thank you.
Why, you don't want something that we play?
All right, get out of here.
All right.
I'll handle it. I was trying to listen to John's show the other day. I couldn't handle it.
What is his problem?
I don't know. He has a radio show on after mine here in New York. I don't know what he does. He's on the air yelling at the listeners on the phone and calling them rat bastards, and it's kind of like.
In fact, I've heard the show a lot lately.
Yeah, me too.
And he seems to just curse, and he thinks that's comedy.
Yeah, I know. He's cursing every minute. He's like goddamn rat bastards and
the F word all the time being bleeped.
Yeah. He goes, hey, stop, and bleep. I don't know what he's doing. But it's kind of, I think, supposed to be like me, like when I yell at a listener, but he does it. He seems to get pissed off at him for no reason. He seems to just want to provoke them.
See, it's always funnier to me when the audience is yelling at John. They usually are making a point.
Yeah. No, but it was like, and this one guy was like, hey, John, man, lighten up. And John was just like, your and he started screaming at him, your mother is a whore or something.
What?
I don't know. You got to listen to it.
I heard him the other day, and he had this guy on, and the guy called. I think he won some kind of a contest. He runs a contest.
Fiona Apple contest.
And so John said, "Sir, I really can't hear you. Could you speak up?" So the guy talks louder. He says, No, I still can't hear you. Are you on a cell phone? And the guy says, yeah. And he says, well, could you, maybe if you speak in a lower voice, I'll be able to hear it. So the guy speaks lower and and deepening his voice. And John thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
He's just playing with the guy. And then he says, now, sir, would you write me a check for $5,000? Seems like you'll do anything.
Oh, I see. A little punchline.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a long way for me to go for no laugh at all.
I don't know. He yells at a lot of the callers, though. But he yells for no reason. And starts screaming dirty words at him. Like bastard. He uses bastard a lot.
Well, he doesn't know any other words.
Yeah.
I don't think. What's
going on in your show, man? I mean, I'm trying to hear some music. No offense.
I talked for 2 minutes.
I know. It just seems so long, though.
Because it's me. You don't like me, so you don't.
No, I like you. You're a good guy. I don't understand why. It sounds like you're trying to sort of be like this mean. Like
no,
I think you're trying to take a certain element of what I do.
No, that's not true.
No offense.
It's so hard to do anything that's not going to be what you do. So but I really don't consciously try and do what you do.
No, I'm not. Believe me, you're not doing what I do.
I'm saying I don't consciously say. Let me,
Why can't you just kind of get on and then play the music?
And why do you always want to be yelling at people?
Why do you have to say
No, a guy called me up and called me a schmuck, a stuttering schmuck a few times. So then I defended myself like any normal human being would do. I mean, It
just was like a lot of like, hey, you rap it. And the guy was obviously kidding with you. That's the one you're talking about. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what. I didn't know he was kidding until the end.
Oh, come on. I was obviously just kidding around with you. You could have lightened up.
Yeah, but then I was kidding with him. It wasn't serious.
Oh, really? It just was.
At first, I thought he was. When he was calling me a schmuck, I got pissed off.
John has his bits and calls on tape. I should play some of them.
Yeah, I mean, you really should get them.
I got to get the one where he was yelling at this guy. Do you have that on tape? Let me.
I don't personally have them. I can see if I have them. It
says here on my computer, John has his bits and calls on tape.
Yeah, they're on cassette, but I bring them home every day.
Oh, you air check this?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't know, man. It's just
because you really ought to run through a few of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're amazing.
Hey, why don't you bring your tapes in? We want to run through some of your bits. Want to critique it. No, I just said like I'm at the gym and I'm trying to exercise, and then you come on.
Because what I do is I listen and I hear beep, beep. I go, oh, John's doing another bit.
Right.
Beep. That's what you hear. Beep.
What are you trying to do? You trying to beep out the F word?
Yeah, I bleep out some of the F words.
I did that for a while.
See, I don't know that. I mean,
you did not?
I mean, how would I know?
I kind of grew tired of it.
I'm sure I will after a while.
Like you do it once or twice and it's enough. I think people get the idea.
Yeah, I don't do it all the time.
You did it as many times as Howard did it in one phone call.
Right.
Maybe.
Because you can tell he's like impressed he had a new idea.
Yeah.
But that's all right.
Hey, it's just
me. You were yelling at this guy for like 12 minutes, it seemed like. And I was just like,
it was pretty funny.
Was it really?
I thought it was.
All right. Maybe it rubbed me the wrong way.
I think whatever I do is going to rub you the wrong way.
No. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Well, I heard the one talk lower, talk lower, talk lower. That really
was funny.
Irritated me.
Oh, that was funny. The guy was going, yes, could you please play? And it was funny.
It wasn't funny.
So what is your shtick? Like you get like guys on the phone and goof on them? Because that's what I mostly hear. Like you get a lot of people.
Sometimes people call and be obnoxious, and I be obnoxious back. And sometimes people call.
You know what the really bad one is?
Right.
Where he pretends to be a priest.
Oh.
And, people will call in to make a phone request for a song.
Yeah.
And he'll go, yes, you have...
the Religious Network.
Let me hear that voice.
The Religious Network.
Yes, how can I help you?
Yes,
how you doing?
Well, I didn't know you did that. I never heard that one.
Oh, man, that's a really
Yeah, this is the Reverend Alderman. Can I please help you? You experience any bestiality or anything like that? Something like that.
Really? Well, I didn't realize you were doing stuff like that. That's funny.
You know what? That's why I say you have to get a hold of
it's good stuff, but anything to you is bad.
Devastating.
No.
You're an old woman. You're 48. What do you know about that?
Daniel Baldwin's, you think it's an age thing?
Yeah, she's 48. She's freaking over the edge there.
You know, there's a lot of young people
showing off our living room in People magazine.
Gotten to me.
A lot of young people get his humor.
I guess.
Exactly. I'm Generation X.
You sure are.
Your generation, no humor is what
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Rob.
Daniel Baldwin's on the phone. He wants to know if you're writing anything.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to get in on that.
Yes, can I help you?
Look at you.
Yes, can I help you?
You like some of my bits. You even said it on the air.
Yeah, but I never told you I like that one. And you did that way too much.
I do it once.
I think they should limit you to one bit. Because I don't know, man. I tune in for about an hour a day, and I end up hearing 20 bits.
No. That's
I'm telling you. Every other time.
I'm on 3 times an hour.
Why 3, though? Why not just once?
then just have a robot in there.
Well, no. I mean, you could be a little personality, but why you got to do all long bits?
They're not long.
Really? They seem long.
And in the other thing that's really bad is when he starts trying to talk like a real person.
Right. You're supposed to get real with the audience.
And he's like, yeah, my baby's got diaper rash.
I know, yeah.
No, you were in there for that.
That's funny.
You were in there for that.
No, you were talking about that yesterday on the radio.
No, I was talking about my wedding.
I wish you would just...
that he's planning his wedding, and it's already $15,000 he's spending on
costing me a fortune.
Wedding.
Wow.
It's costing me a fortune.
It's great to hear that stuff.
Hey, Howard,
telethon, Howard.
Whatever you say.
Telethon.
I had Jackie's wife on. She played the music.
Oh, yeah? Great. All right, thanks, man. I just was wondering what you're up to, that's all.
Yeah, I'm trying to,
Hi, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, John is a stuttering schmuck. All he does is talk about your show all through his show.
I don't talk about your show.
What?
I talk about Howard's show.
If you weren't with Howard, you wouldn't have nothing to talk about all day, you schmuck.
Yeah. See, this is the type of thing, this is where we get into this guy. This is the same guy, right?
What?
He's the guy who called. It's the same guy. See, so how would you respond to a guy calling? All right, maybe I should
I'm
hang
the
up.
same guy 5 minutes ago who told you were good, you schmuck.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Hey, Melrose Larry Green is funnier than you idiot.
There you go, jackass.
Hey, listen, John.
Yeah.
I just asked you one favor. I didn't want play-by-play of Robin and Dominic's basketball game, which you decided to do anyway.
I didn't do that.
You didn't?
Not on the air.
Well,
no.
I asked you not to, and
I didn't
you did
do
it
that.
anyway.
I didn't do that.
Well,
John, say the F word.
Yeah,
but do it like how you do it on the air. Yell at the guy.
I can't say the F word.
Oh, you can't go like, hey,
it has to be on tape, and then I go, shut up, like that, but I can't.
Go ahead. That's the funny one.
No, but
do that now.
I can't do. I really would just curse and then just
shut
it later.
Up.
Do it in the
Shut
Reverend voice.
That isn't what. But that isn't what
do the Reverend to him.
Yeah, do the Reverend.
Do the Reverend voice.
It's done when people don't know it's me.
Okay.
The funny thing is they really think they got a
They
religious
don't know
network.
it's you.
Oh.
Oh my God.
and another thing, Howard.
Hey, shut the.
You know what, Howard? There'll be just as many calls as this guy saying, how good the show is. So, but all they're going to put is the negative 3 calls to. I should know because they do it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, so how come at the end of Howard's show you get to talk during Howard's show?
Dude, I don't design the station. That isn't me who does that. That isn't my concept.
You get in control of the microphone.
All right.
And you know what? This guy likes me.
All right, thanks.
I love you.
I know you do. You call me every day, you jackass.
Yeah, that's it to John. John, yeah, you jackass.
That's right, the premiere.
Like whatever words I use on the air.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey, jackass,
that's right.
rat bastard.
You invented jackass, I forgot.
No, I didn't invent the word, you idiot. I gave you the freedom to use it.
That's right, you did.
That's right.
You did, and I'm not angry.
You think people said jackass on the radio 20 years ago?
I don't think people did anything. They didn't.
They didn't do anything.
But I'm a fan.
Be yourself.
I am myself. I am myself.
You sound forced, is what I'm saying.
I'm not.
When you're yelling at the listeners, you sound like you're trying to compact into 2 minutes.
That's what you were going to say because you.
John, do you think that I'm a good critic of radio?
No, not for me.
Not for you.
Never for me.
Okay.
Because you are only going to accept me as a guy who came in here at 22 years old and got your coffee, and I'll never change.
Hey, forgive me. I'll never try and help you again.
How old are you
great.
now, by the way?
How old are you?
31.
Okay.
That's what he thought.
It's just,
Isn't he passing himself off as he's passing himself as a young intern?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. That's what I was, and I don't expect you to like anything I do.
No, I like a lot of things you do. I like when you go out and ask questions.
Yeah, of course, because that's something that you did.
Right.
Yeah. So of course,
I'm sorry. I don't think it's funny when you yell at the listener.
It's like if your daughter did radio.
Yeah.
I'm telling you would have such a problem because.
No, I wouldn't.
She would because you.
John, if I tell you something's not funny, you think I'm telling you because I can't accept anything? Didn't I tell you some of your stuff was funny?
No.
I never told you anything you did was funny.
Not outside of something that I did that you had put me out to do.
What? Okay. You know what? Actually, I heard the bit. It was funny. It was very funny the way you yelled at the guy. It didn't go on too long at all.
I thought it was very funny.
I must be mistaken. I'm jealous of you. That's why I'm telling you.
That's not what I'm saying you are. I'm saying you just can't accept me as anything but,
all right.
A kid.
Okay, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. Sluggo's probably younger than you. I hear his show every day. I love it.
He's the same age as me.
I love his show.
Of course you do, because he's not me.
What? Why would I feel that way? I watched Mitch Fatal on Letterman. I thought he was hysterical. He was my
but you
intern.
didn't think he was funny when he was here.
He didn't tell me jokes.
He never said anything funny.
Yes, he did.
Oh, get out of here.
Yes, he did. That's
he never did. Mitch never once walked up to me and told me a joke.
That's not true. It's not true.
What are you talking about? You're telling me that I can't appreciate something you do that's funny?
I'm telling you that.
I'm telling you I heard this bit and it wasn't funny. What do you want from me?
Fine.
That's all. Take a little criticism. You're so defensive.
Really?
What?
There wasn't one person in the station that had any idea that Mitch
was into comedy.
A comedian.
I had no idea.
He never told anybody.
And he never told
anybody. He never wrote
anything.
anything.
All right.
He never did anything. Yeah. I've told you you've done some funny. Like once in a while you write a Stuttering John question that's funny. I tell you they're real good. You've said some funny things. It's just that when you're yelling, you're forcing to yell at the listeners. It's just like,
A guy did you hear that guy?
Okay. Whatever.
Howard, I should tell you, John does the wackiest things. He's wearing a T-shirt as pants right now.
That's all right.
In other words, his legs were cold, so he took
that's funny.
And he stepped into it.
Baba Booey.
So weird.
It's a good radio bit.
I wasn't doing it for a bit, jackass.
Oh, now you're cursing at me.
Yeah.
Hey, shut the up.
Howard, I believe it. It's not just like that. But it's fine. I don't expect you to like anything.
Hey, shut the
he's
up.
got that promotions the production guy back there working overtime, bleeping.
Oh, is that right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, he bleeps during the show?
No, I tell you,
he yells at the guy.
It's occasional. This happens.
Right.
Occasional. It seems to me I hear it every day.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't the truth, but we'll go with it.
Hey, shut the up.
Yeah, that's every bit.
Wait. Hey, shut the
Give me a break.
That's what I hear. That's every bit.
I know.
I used to like it when you didn't talk about it.
Even that minister he does starts cursing.
Oh.
Oh, he does? The minister?
No. See, the joke was the minister. The guy started cursing at the minister, so the minister.
Oh, that's funny.
The
I don't like
minister
you
starts cursing.
I haven't heard the minister, so I can't comment
So
on
it's
that.
like the same guy.
Yeah.
Only doing a wacky voice.
See, Howard, the
I
whole
haven't heard
joke
the
is that
minister.
people call my show and think they get the wrong.
I hear you.
And that's
Okay.
and then I put on a different.
So is your show mostly phone pranks?
I would say 50%.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to get the premise. In other words, a lot of it is based on phone humor.
It's me alone in the studio
with the phone
creating
callers.
from nothing.
Creating
So
comedy.
it's phony phone answering?
Right.
It works.
Yeah.
And it actually works.
Evidently it works.
But he's lying if he tells you that minister doesn't curse at every caller.
Not every call.
I've heard it twice, and he was cursing in both.
I'm glad you're listening.
Always.
Everybody, 10 to 2 here.
I'm listening for the music. No offense.
That's good. I love the music.
I love the mix.
I love the music, too. I'm a big fan of the music.
Yeah.
When you hear the bleep, it's John.
No, I just heard one thing yesterday, or the day before, where you were yelling.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. With the mother jokes and all that.
Yeah. Okay. You really were on a roll.
I thought I was.
See, Howard, I think John gets a little bummed out about this conversation because there's a lot of turmoil here at the station. Lots of shakeups, rumors and stuff, and I think John feels that. His job might be in jeopardy.
You know what? My ratings are great, and I don't think I'm going anywhere.
All right.
Well, I think you're doing a good job. I like when you just say WXRK.
Yeah.
And then you play the record. I think you do a good job with that. I like that.
Say it.
Say WXRK.
The new 92.3 K-Rock is Smashing Pumpkins on K-Rock.
Yeah, I love that.
There you
go. John needs a creative outlet.
That's right. I'm not going to do it if I can create. So.
Oh, is that right? You told him that?
For what do I get out of it if I can't, do things that I enjoy?
How about a paycheck? Something you never had before.
Oh.
What happened? They told you to quiet down, and you said, "Look, I'm not doing it unless
No, they never told me to quiet down. They enjoy what I do. You're the one who doesn't enjoy it.
Oh no. Steve Kingston says many great things about you to me.
Hey,
yeah.
He lets
He told me he thinks you're terrific.
No, Howard.
No, he has. He tells me he thinks you're great.
Sarcasm, correct?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't care. Then
you got to be you.
Then fire him.
I don't want you fired. I'm happy you have the show. It's a paycheck.
A lot of people seem to like the show.
I love it. I love when you play the music.
I got a lot of fans out there.
The other thing he does,
you know what? If they went and screened the calls, I'm sure there'd be plenty of good calls out there.
He always talks about how he's going to get yelled at again by Sam.
Yeah, that's a big bet.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard.
Why don't you say Steve? It's not Sam.
Howard, you haven't seen the conversations in the past. And Sam had a kid. He's
I heard you saying on the show.
But in the past, we have almost gotten to fistfights. I'm talking about. Say K-Rock before the break. Say it before the break.
And what's wrong with him saying that to you? That's the way the guy wants it done. In other words, you're so advanced.
No, you're missing the point.
You're so great that you should have ultimate freedom at the station.
You're missing the point.
What is the point?
Was, Sam, I am screwing up. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Right.
I'm trying to get it right.
Right.
And he's saying, no, you're not. You're doing it as being belligerent. I'm saying, no, I swear to God, I'm trying to get this right.
You could get, what are you, a moron? You don't know how to say, you don't know how to get K-Rock. You say K-Rock as soon as you open the microphone?
No, Howard.
What does he want you to do?
This is in the old days.
All right, go ahead.
How you doing? This is the new 92.3 K-Rock. This is Smashing Pumpkins on K-Rock.
Okay.
So you have to say before and after, and sometimes I would go, hey, this is the new 92.3 K-Rock. This is Smashing Pumpkins. And you're
not smart enough to say K-Rock after that?
No, most of the time I get it, and sometimes I wouldn't, and then he would get it.
He was right. In other words, it didn't matter that much to you.
It was my first week of
you were being
radio.
belligerent. Be honest for 1 minute.
I swear on my life, it wasn't at a belligerent.
In other words, if the guy had said to you, listen, I'm hiring you, you didn't know Sam, you didn't have the security working with me and all that, and all of a sudden he said, listen, you can have this job, but you got to say K-Rock twice every time. I guarantee you would have gotten it right.
Howard, I tried.
I guarantee you would have gotten it right.
And the other argument that we
used to have... You didn't deem it that important.
The other argument that we used to have in the past was... Then when I would screw up, I could play the wrong song, or I have that air. He would go, it's not funny anymore, get it right. I'm like, Sam, this is my first 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm trying to get it right, but it was very difficult to learn the board in 2 weeks. So I would screw up, and then he would yell at me, and then we'd get into arguments about it. It wasn't me trying to be belligerent, but you would, probably...
So what is he supposed to do? John, take another month to learn the board?
No, let me take a little time. Now the board's much smoother. I don't know if you've noticed, but now...
It's fine. I don't have a problem with any of it. I think the show's terrific.
It's fine.
You don't want me to critique, so I won't. I'm not opening my mouth.
I just think that you're a little biased in this area.
Okay, I see. All right. Well, what do I know? You know what? Sometimes I listen to radio. I could be wrong. Maybe this is real cutting edge.
I'm not saying it's cutting edge. I'm saying it's
all right. I didn't know. I was just saying I didn't get the bit the other day. Why are you yelling at everybody? But
the guy's calling me a stuttering schmuck. What do you want me to do?
He didn't do it in all seriousness.
He did it 3 times.
Nah, he was a goof.
Just now you could tell he was kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't tell he was kidding at first.
Jimmy, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm so glad you're doing this. I think you should keep doing this.
How old are you, Jimmy?
34.
All right.
I just the way you put 2 people on the phone at the same time, getting them to ask each other, who's this? Who's this? He does that.
No, he wouldn't even do that.
Complains about his
You
food.
do that, John?
Where'd you put my
you
food?
took that bit
Where's
too?
my food? He eats on the air just like you.
I eat on the. I'm not even allowed to eat in the studio. He's such a liar, this guy.
Listen, what is he going to do? I don't mind. He borrows a couple of things, but I don't even hear these things. I tuned in the other day. He was yelling at some guy. I don't know what he's yelling about.
It's Howard.
That's also I mentioned it to him, but he's taking it the wrong way.
He's hurt.
I'm not hurt. I expect you to be negative.
Yeah, Howard, it's just like you. It's like Howard all over again with this boring John.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
It's gotten to the point it's ridiculous.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate this, sir.
Well, come on, John. I mean, give me a break, you know. When your show first came on, the first thing you said was, "Oh, I don't know if you were listening to Howard this morning." Are you kidding me?
That's something that
there's nothing wrong with that.
I was told to do that, by the way, Howard, and that's something that they wanted to
have a listener that wasn't listening to Howard. Is that what you're trying to say, John?
No, it was trying to cross over and give it.
Wait! Hey! Shut the up.
Yeah, shut the.
There you go, Jimmy.
All right, thank you, Jimmy.
Go home and beat your wife now, Jimmy.
Hey, Howard.
There you go. That's what he does. That's what he does with the listeners. Go home and beat your wife.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Fifth place.
F place. Thank you.
That was very original, Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh, and you are.
Yeah, that's right. I am, Jim. I am.
Kill me.
That's right.
You know what you should try, John? A little more stuttering.
Oh, okay. I'll try and add that, okay? All right, Jimmy.
You know, like W-R.
See, he can't even get the call letters right.
You're right.
I
don't stutter like you do.
And then we just with the schmuck, and it's just, I don't know, it just seems it's angry.
It is angry. I'm angry at this guy.
Yeah, but it's
Can I feel angry or
it seems forced?
It's forced.
Yesterday he plays a song, he screws up the beginning of the song.
Yeah, that's because they didn't have the song number on there for me.
John, to me it just seemed like you had to work the word schmuck and jackass in at least 7 times. You know what I mean?
Man. I'm a very angry man.
All right.
I am angry.
You've been doing it for how long now?
What are you so angry about?
A lot of things.
Were you angry because you get to play records?
No, I'm not. I don't have no problem playing records. What are you trying to make?
So what are you angry about?
A guy like this gets me angry. I'm sorry. It's a natural reaction.
But you don't have to put them on the air since they're on tape.
Since you tape them, why do you put them on?
Some of it because some of it becomes funny.
Because you think it's funny. I was telling you it wasn't funny.
That's right. We disagree.
All right.
Is that okay? Do we disagree on like a lot of things?
All right. I just thought maybe you're interested in someone's opinion, but clearly you're not. Sam's opinion's no good. Mine's no good.
Sam, I'm fine with Sam. And Howard, just that you are very biased when it comes to me.
I am not. I was in my gym listening to the bit.
Get biased because of you.
Because
what did I do to you?
You have obviously proven yourself in radio.
I'm the guy who put him on the air. I gave him a career. I believed in him. He was an intern. And I'm biased against him? Why am I the enemy?
Anything outside of this show?
That's not true. We used to do a TV show. It was horrible.
I agree.
It was not bad. It was horrible.
I agree.
You want me to tell you it was good? I'll be like every other person and say it was a horrible show. You were horrible on it. Everyone was horrible.
I agree.
Then you would go on Conan and you'd play tapes of your
Conan. I was good
doing
on
interviews.
Conan, I was good on.
Yeah, you were playing our tapes from our Channel 9 show.
The segments I was good on.
You played the tapes of the Channel 9 show. I said, don't play the Channel 9 show anymore.
That wasn't my idea, but okay. And
it wasn't your idea. You didn't ask me. You didn't ask me.
No, I came to you with all.
Oh, here we go.
I did. For some reason, I'm the guy on the show.
Do your thing. So I'm the bad guy because I told him don't play the Channel 9 show.
I didn't say you're the bad guy. I didn't say you're the bad guy.
Yeah, you just said I'm jealous. What am I again of you?
I never said.
What am I of you? I'm not a fair judge of you.
No, you.
I'm telling you, I heard something the other day. It wasn't funny.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Why would I be biased? It wasn't making me laugh.
Because you can only accept me in a certain way, and if you're going to deny that,
your TV show I saw was horrible.
I agree.
Okay,
Wings was great. You didn't like it.
I didn't see Wings. I told you I never saw it. I haven't seen it to this day. Why are you saying I didn't like it? I was pissed off because NBC, I didn't want them using my name in the promotion.
And they didn't. No, I had that in the contract.
So why are you holding
me? You still went and talked about it. You talked about everything everybody else
Why would I talk about it? I felt that I was used. They called me every week to be on Wings. I said, I don't want to be on Wings. Then they hired you, and then they started giving me forcing me to do commercials about it. I don't want to be forced.
They bought advertising.
They bought advertising.
That wasn't I didn't tell them to do that either.
Okay, so why would that be an issue with you? That's no issue with you.
No, because you wouldn't even talk about something that I did.
Sure I would.
You wouldn't. I talk about Gary does extreme fighting and talked about it. Jackie does the watching.
I've had you in here a million times.
We promoted your personal appearances
and your music, and I played your album.
Never anything credible.
Tony and Tina's wedding.
And I played your album. Oh, come on, man. You know what it is? You're biased against me.
No,
now you're proving it.
No, I'm not, Howard.
You haven't done anything to help.
I did Baywatch Nights. You never mentioned it. Jackie did The Watch. You always mentioned it. I did Wings. You never mentioned it. Robin did.
I never mentioned it because Wings pissed me off.
Howard, whenever they get Jackie, Robin, and me, for the most part,
No. Jackie came to me and said he was doing it. You're not in league with Jackie. I knew what was going on with the Wings people. I knew what was going on with the Baywatch people.
And what was going on with the Watcher people?
When Jackie, who is a writer of mine, who writes funny comedy material, you're an intern.
No, I'm not an intern.
What
are you?
What do you do?
I put in a lot of great phone calls. And
you screen phone calls?
Yeah.
You're going to compare that to what Jackie does?
I'm not comparing to what Jackie does.
If I throw a bone to Jackie here and there, that's another. He's an on-air personality at this point.
Well, John,
I haven't contributed to many funny things.
In other words, Jackie is now the same as John.
Yeah, we both add comedy to the show.
Yeah, I haven't contributed to...
Yeah. John, if you left tomorrow...
Yeah?
The level of comedy would not change one iota.
I agree, but
if
still,
Jackie left tomorrow, the level of comedy would change tomorrow.
I agree.
There is such a huge difference between you and Jackie.
I am not comparing.
Jackie.
I'm not comparing the contributions.
You are insane. This is your insanity.
I am not comparing the contributions that Jackie and I made as equal. But I am saying that it doesn't. I don't know what I have personally done to you that would, have you not plug something that I've done.
Because I don't want to be used by the people of Wings. Get with it. I don't want them to call me for a month and ask me to be on their show, and then when they can't get me, they get Stuttering John.
Yeah.
They take Stuttering John and they say to me, now promote John's appearance. They call my agent and tell me we have to promote Stuttering John. They call the radio station now and say they try to force me through advertising to promote Stuttering John on Wings. I don't want to be associated with Wings. I don't want to be associated with Wings, period.
But I'm saying you wouldn't.
So what I did was I did something incredibly nice for you. I said, John, you can go do Wings.
I know.
I just can't promote it. I don't want to get caught up in their crap. I don't want to be used this way. So I did something incredibly nice for
Howard,
you.
but what I'm saying
I did something incredibly... Listen to me. Look at me. I did something incredibly nice for you. Not mean to you. Nice for you. I let you, instead of Gorilla... I could have easily had Gorilla do Wings. I could have had anybody do Wings. All I have to do is give the word that I'll promote it. Do you understand that you on Wings was meaningless? That it was an issue between me and Wings, and I allowed you to go do it anyway because I wanted you to get a paycheck? Do you understand that?
Howard, I understand that.
Do you understand that?
Howard.
Tony and Tina... No, he doesn't. Do you understand why I promoted Tony and Tina's wedding? He came to me. You were doing Tony and Tina's wedding. I allowed that to be promoted over my air. Why did I do that?
We did more than promote it. We had them on.
Oh, yeah.
We had him read.
Oh, please.
It was good for everybody concerned.
Also, so when I talk about it, it's good for everyone concerned, and when I don't talk about it,
Howard,
it's not good
what
for
I'm saying is I appreciate you letting me
You are an ingrate. I've always been wise to you, and now I'm even wiser to you.
Now it comes out.
I am so wise to you.
There you go.
When you promoted your book and you told me you didn't have a book,
you know, Howard,
you're an ingrate.
Gary, come in here as my witness. That was never my...
From now on, you will never be mentioned on this show again.
Fine. Because
Tony and Tina's wedding will not be mentioned. Anything you do will not be mentioned. Your record album, anything.
Fine. I never... All I'm saying is that when I do something...
And when Kingston comes to me and says, I'm taking John off the air, and I go behind the scenes and say, hey, give him a break, and you don't know about it because I don't want to hurt your feelings... From now on, you're on your own.
If that happens...
See how long you last.
If that happens,
okay, we'll see, Big Shot. Now you're on your own.
Howard, I'm just saying...
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Of course.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't like you ever? Is that it?
No, I am just saying
This is the Stuttering John I know and love.
I know.
The ingrate.
I'm screaming at him to just calm down.
I am just saying that it just seems to me if Gary does extreme fighting, you talk about it. When I do something, you don't want to talk about it.
Did I talk about Tony and Tina's wedding?
You don't remember the things we talk about.
Yeah. Do I talk about your album when you were desperate to get promotion for your album? Did I talk about it? Did I play your album on the air?
How did he get the radio job?
Oh, I wonder how. How do you think he kept the radio job? Don't think 3 months ago I didn't have a conversation with Kingston about John's performance.
I'm sure
I said, hang in there with the guy. Let him develop a little bit. Maybe he'll be good. He said he's got the name from the show. Maybe something will happen. You were gone 3 months ago, you idiot.
I think you're the only reason he's still on the air.
Well, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I hear the guy's attitude. He's belligerent.
Belligerent.
It all came
my
through.
attitude is I don't know why.
All came through.
Look, even with the freaking
through.
California thing.
I wonder if
for some reason you have a problem with me.
John, you smoked pot in front of me.
So did Jackie.
I don't care.
Because Jackie's
you
not the same
smoked
thing as
pot in front of me. Always Jackie. Jackie's different. Jackie.
That's what I'm saying.
Jackie, you know how I'm different? Jackie's different than you.
But why?
You know how the owner of this station pulls me into his office every day and schmoozes with me? You know why he doesn't do that with you? Because you're not me.
Yes.
And you're not Jackie.
You will always be treated differently.
Exactly, but which is what I don't.
No, treated like John is treated, not like anybody else.
Yeah.
Why
you think it's fair if me and Jackie smoke pot by a pool that Howard yells at me? And
how do you know I didn't talk to Jackie about it?
Give me a break. How is that fair?
How do you know I didn't talk to Jackie about it? You don't even know. You don't even know anything about it.
About how you talk to me about it.
I don't want my intern smoking pot and getting... No, you're an intern. You're my intern. You are my dog.
I'm not your dog.
Do you know what a dog is?
I'm not your dog.
That's what you are. You are my dog. Don't ever forget what you are.
You're a pot-smoking dog.
You're a pot-smoking dog who has to bring his wife every goddamn place he goes.
You got laundry bills for the baby coming out of, the show's budget.
You know what you did. You know what you did, and you still don't know when it's wrong. You're worried. You're sitting and looking at Jackie. Look at yourself.
No, I don't know why. What gave you this problem with me? Somewhere along the line,
I don't have any problem with you.
You have developed a distaste for me, and I don't know what I did.
You are the one who has stated all the problems so far. You had a problem that I didn't announce your Wings special. I told you 100 times why I did it. I don't care what they did. I had a long history with them of them trying to boss me around. I will not be bossed around by Wings.
Well, then I don't know.
This has nothing to do with you. I allowed you to do Wings.
Somebody's got something against you. Why would you assume that?
I have done
Baywatch
nothing.
too?
I have done nothing. Baywatch calls me every week. I've read the letters on the air from Baywatch. Have you ever heard them?
Please talk about John.
No, that's not the case.
This guy.
John, I don't owe you a thing.
I'm not saying you owe me.
I have promoted. I have taken you and given you a career. Again, I have no problem with you. You're the one with the complex.
Absolutely right.
Unbelievable complex. You wanted your record promoted? I promoted your record. You wanted your Tony and Tina? You're going to be an actor? I promoted your acting.
Some things you promote, some things you don't. And
that's right.
Yeah.
But you don't give him credit for any of that.
Robin, I've said thanks to Howard so many times.
No, I'm talking about right here on the air today.
You just sat here.
You on my record. I thank you on anything I've done.
I just said. You just said to me that I am against your career.
No, I didn't say my career. I said you're against. You have a personal problem with me.
I don't have any problem.
You said everything I do outside of what you tell me to do. I don't think he told you
that he doesn't lie.
So John, I have to allow a stuttering John book proposal because I have something against you. So I have to prove to you that I don't
mention the book proposal.
Well, I'm mentioning it.
Yeah,
I am mentioning the book proposal. So when you go around with the book proposal, that's because of you that I don't allow it.
You first, and you said
no. You didn't. I caught you. I caught you with your book proposal.
You are rewriting history.
I caught you.
Robin, you were there when I asked him in his office.
I caught you.
That what happened was you were told no, but the wheels were already in motion.
The wheels were done. I told the guy no. Gary, come in as my witness. The guy
told me you stopped me. Stop me if I'm wrong. You told me you had stopped and you were still sending it around.
No, I had stopped.
Oh, your representative was doing it.
I would be so stupid that you tell me no and still try and sell it. Are you nuts?
I see.
I would never do that.
I see. So what you're telling me is
Gary knows the guy who
when
did
I
that.
promote something, when I promote something you do, I'm a good guy. If I decide not to promote something you do, I'm a bad guy.
No,
I have a problem.
I never said you were a bad guy.
So now I have to
said
promote.
You have a problem with me.
If I was weak-minded,
why wouldn't you ask if you have a question instead of assuming that he's against you?
Right, I have a problem with
you. Why wouldn't you go to him and talk to him? No, you sit there building up resentment, and then
it's not resentment.
Let me ask you. You know how many things Gary has come to me and asked if he could do, and I've said no?
And I come to you all the time, too.
No, you don't. Listen to me.
Well, Gary does.
Do you know how many things I have turned down? Do you think I have something against Gary? Do you think I have something against Gary?
No. No.
Do I have something against you?
I think that for some reason...
I see. So in other words, when I turn down... I have something against you, but not Gary. Why do I turn things down that Gary wants to do? Gary had an opportunity to make about $15 grand the other day.
Oh, did you hear the stink when they tried to do that Las Vegas thing? Remember that?
Yeah. What do you think? Why do you think I have something against Gary?
No.
I have something in mind for me and my career and my show and the people who work with me.
I agree.
Sometimes they don't see it that way. Then they get frustrated. They can't make their money. Hey. That's my call.
You're right.
It's got nothing to do with you.
You're right. You've never heard me.
But for some reason, when I do it against you, you think I'm doing it because I don't like you.
There are certain things that I think that you have a problem. You think that I'm doing something conniving.
You spend a lot of time thinking about John.
Yeah, I think about you 24 hours a day.
No, you just think that I'm like doing things behind your back. You have
Oh, not anymore.
No, I'm not. I am not doing anything. But even the book thing, I cannot believe you were going to blame this book thing on me.
You have.
People out there believe you.
Whatever.
And I swear on my mother's life, when you told me what I was allowed to do on that book, I called the guy and said, it's the only things I'm allowed to do. They went and pitched something that I had told them they weren't allowed to, and as soon as I found out, I called them and fired them, and Gary knows this to be true.
So as soon as I found out, you called them and fired them?
No, before you even mentioned it, Robin, I called you over the weekend. Howard hadn't said anything to me. I said, Robin, what am I going to
do is what you said.
No, what am I going to do?
You got caught. You got caught.
I didn't get caught. I swear on my mother's life. I swear on my life, may I die today. As soon as I found these guys were doing something behind my back, I called Robin and said, what am I going to do? These guys did something behind my back. back.
So you think, let's get back to it. So you think when I tell you you can't
still
do
don't believe
something...
me? You believe me?
No.
Of course.
When you... No, I don't. I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
For some reason you are brainwashed and think that I have done something that I swear on
Maybe
my
I'm brainwashed.
I swear on my mother's life.
All right.
That I swear to you.
Your mother's life. Who cares about your mother? Your mother's insignificant.
I think Robin believes me. I think Jackie believes me. I think Fred believes me.
I don't think anyone even believes you. I don't think anyone believes you. I think everyone thinks you're lying right now.
Get a lie detector test.
I don't care if there's a lie detector test.
Because I know I'm telling the truth.
I'm telling you.
It kills me that you don't think I'm telling the truth.
I found out you were pitching a book concerning me.
Not concerning you.
Yes.
Never concerning you.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you told me
nothing to do with you.
I went and asked you, how can I do a book?
And then if I didn't promote it, would you have been mad at me? Yes. So there you go. How can I win, John, with you?
No, if I did a book...
You think people are asking you to write a book so that I'll promote it? Why do you think they ask you to write a book? Let's analyze it. Why would somebody ask you to write a book?
No, I'm asking you first.
Hold it. Why would somebody ask you to write a book? Why would somebody ask you to write a book?
He's brilliant.
Oh, because you think he's a brilliant writer?
Because they're interested in...
Maybe you could get a few plugs on the show. Do you ever think of that?
The idea of writing the book is to sell it.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they would hope that you would plug it.
Right. Okay. So now when I tell you I don't want to plug it because I don't want to have books coming out of the show like this, do you think that I should be allowed to do that? Do you think I have something against you?
And
is that the reason?
That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm not talking about the book. When you told me it wasn't to do with the book, I told them no.
Because I don't want a slew of 900 books being promoted? So then when I tell you I don't... So then you get your book deal, and then when I wouldn't promote it, would you go around saying Howard didn't promote it, he has something against me?
No, I'm
not allowed to pick and choose what you can promote on my show?
I didn't say you couldn't.
All right. So did we give you a shot with your record? Do you think we did? Did we give you a shot with your Tony and Tina's wedding?
I didn't say you didn't.
All right. So then when I decide not to promote Wings, does that mean I have something against you?
Put it this way.
I have something... To answer the question.
What?
Do I have something against you because I choose not to promote Wings?
Let me ask you a question.
Do I have something against you when I choose not to promote Wings?
I think that...
Do I have something against you? I've promoted your record. I've promoted your various plays. I've promoted certain things.
Yeah, certain things you do and certain things you don't.
Okay.
But
why do I do some things and don't do others? Why do you think that? Do you think I dislike you? Is that why?
Yeah.
You think I dislike you?
Yes, I do.
You think so? In other words, why do I even have you here then?
I think that you know I'm a good guy. But I think that you still, ever since this book thing or something, you think that I would do something. No.
Why did I promote? Why do I promote your album? Why did I promote Tony and Tina's wedding?
Why would he do anything?
Why would I have you on my show?
Because I think with the.
Why would I go to Steve Kingston and tell him to keep you here? Why would I do that?
I think that because I don't
like you.
I don't think you're a bad guy. I haven't said once that I think that you're a bad guy.
So when I didn't promote Wings, I'm a bad guy.
No, I didn't say you were a bad guy.
I don't like you. Is that what it is?
I think that
I didn't promote Wings because I don't like
you. You can agree with me on this. I think that there is something about me on this show that you have a problem with.
I have no problem.
How would I agree with you?
You're a paranoid, hallucinatory person.
And what if I always told you? You're out of your mind.
You're out of your freaking mind.
There you go.
You smoke too goddamn much pot.
That I don't understand.
Of course not.
I don't either.
I just don't get... I'm sorry. I drive a truck for a living, and I can't just go around spurting out that I smoke pot. And it amazes me this guy can get on the radio like it's no big deal.
I don't even mind that he smokes pot. I've smoked pot. Don't go with me to a hotel. He finally gets to go on a road trip.
Finally, we always go on a road trip.
He brings 900 people. He's billing all kind of crap to the room. I'm standing around. People are coming up with $500, $600, $700 bills for me to sign.
Well, baby.
He's got 87 visitors.
Howard,
straighten out your business.
Howard,
don't do it around me. You want to go on vacation? Go on vacation.
It was $400, and most of it was everybody on the show.
John, when I take you for a working trip,
most of it was everybody on the show.
And anything that wasn't, I paid for.
When I take, it wasn't mostly everyone on the show. Do you think Jackie had a higher bill than you?
No, I'm talking about that bill that day was everybody's food and everybody's drink.
I didn't
but who was everybody?
You, Ralph,
me,
Jackie, Nancy.
I paid my own bill.
Howard, it was all together. I'm telling you, I have your sandwich on the bill. I have it at home.
Yeah, and what about the 7 friends that were with you?
They didn't eat anything.
When you come to visit, when you come to visit California, go do whatever you want. When you come with me on a business trip where you're supposed to be working, come by yourself. Sit by the pool.
Always have.
If you get some free time to sit by the pool, enjoy it.
Like I always have.
You want to have a friend over? Have a friend over.
Or have the friend somewhere else.
Right.
Why have it where Howard has to relax?
Well, we weren't near Howard.
He had to have a whole party.
No, Howard, you'll never get it.
A whole party. We weren't near Howard.
You were sitting over there watching him.
Yeah.
It just seems like
Howard, but you created this monster.
Everybody else
had people. I know I did.
Everybody else had people there.
I understand.
Everybody else had people there. It's always about
That's what I'm saying. Why am I the only one?
Who had there?
Who had
Jackie had his
Jackie?
wife. Jackie's wife's sister was
Yeah.
there. His sister's.
I didn't see them.
Yes, you did.
I saw
My
Jackie.
wife's sister stopped by for about 20 minutes. My wife was out there because she did a TV show. We had reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he's Jackie. He's different than you.
I know. I know he is.
He's
It
different.
wasn't 7 miscellaneous friends.
He sucks me in.
You know he is, but you won't accept.
No, I think.
Why don't you come to me
before?
beforehand and say, hey, Howard, I'm going to have 30 friends partying with me the entire time.
Don't go to the pool.
It wasn't.
And we're going to be smoking pot in a tent and have security come up and start giving Howard dirty looks because you work with me. You work with me.
Howard,
you're one of my interns.
I'm not an intern.
He's
You're one of my
responsible
interns.
for
He's
you.
a radio personality.
You're like a
Thank
little
you,
boy.
sir. Thank
You had a chance to prove yourself for once.
Howard, I've been on so many trips and we've never had a problem. One time you didn't like
You know
something I
why?
did.
Because you
and I
always
won't do it
stayed at
again.
someplace else.
Right.
That's not
Which
true.
will always happen. First of all, you're never going on another trip with
Fine,
me again.
fine.
That's number one.
Fine.
You proved yourself. You're
You know
worthless.
why? I'll tell you why. It's
Yeah.
because now he goes to California and he has a radio show back in New York.
Right.
So now he's somebody.
Yeah, now he's somebody.
You really think I would be that way?
Come
Yes,
on.
Give me a
absolutely.
break. You know,
Absolutely.
It's so not
You
me.
got your promotional
It's
vehicle.
so not me,
All
Howard.
right, write a book.
It's so not me.
That's right.
Write a book and not put.
Hey, let me ask you something. What do you do? What do you,
Howard in the book.
what do you do for a living?
He drives a truck.
Okay. Do you bring your pals to work? Well, your boss, what do you do? You load up the truck with 900 guys?
No.
And your
Howard.
wife?
And you charge the company
Howard,
for their lunch.
we were off
Yeah,
when
and
I
then
had
what do
my
you do?
pals
And then
there.
do you charge to your room all your bills to your company? What would your boss do as a
My
truck
boy,
driver?
I'd be looking for another job.
If there were about 8 friends in the truck with you, and then you stopped off at even a Howard Johnson's,
Yeah.
and then you said, "Hey, since you guys are with me in the truck, what the hell? I'll charge it to my business.
Give it to me. I'll sign.
My boss will pay for this." So tell me something. What kind of reaction would you get?
I would be looking for another job.
Howard, I was
Thank you.
off.
I'll tell you
I
something.
was
John,
off
you
when
have
my
never
friends
had a
came.
real job.
I was
Wait
off
till the
when my
day you
friends
have
came.
to get
Oh,
one.
I've driven a truck.
He was off.
yeah.
There's no off when we're on a road trip.
What do you mean there's no off? As soon
That's
as
the
the
way
show's
it is.
over, we're off.
No, we're not off. We're
Oh,
out
not off.
working.
Oh, really?
You should have been out.
Well, then why?
You should have been out asking celebrities questions if you wanted to make use of your time.
But you were too busy socializing for us to get a hold
Right.
of.
Go out and do something special. Bring back a special report.
I've been out there to L.A. on my own business, and I've done questions
All right.
for you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank
It's
you.
ridiculous. You know
So
what
when
I'm
I
saying?
say to the guy, "Hey, you did a bit on the radio today, wasn't that funny?" He goes, "Oh, you have
resent
something
me."
against me."
No. Two different subjects.
All right.
That's just you not, I don't think, that, that you,
Uh-huh.
I've been here since I was a kid. I don't think you can see me as an adult.
I see. That's my. So it's my fault again. I
It's
can't
not
see
your
you as an
fault.
adult.
It's just that's how
It's
it is
impossible.
around
I
here.
see you
It's
as a child.
You
It's
are
like-
the short
If you watch,
Oh.
You are the short
if I watch
So let me
Gary
tell you,
acting, if
what
I watch
happened-
Robin acting, it's hard to get used
What
to
happened
Robin
on
acting
the?
'cause I know her so well.
What
That's all I'm
happened?
saying.
What
That's
happened?
you.
What happened? That's your problem. I don't have that problem with you.
Well, but
Do you know that Jackie Martling started here?
yeah.
He worked for free.
Yeah.
We didn't pay his parking.
So did I.
Listen.
Okay.
Why could I then?
Howard.
Why a year later could I make Jackie a full-time staffer and hire him? Because I saw him as an intern when he first started. So why would I now all of a sudden see him indifferently? Because what? Because I have a problem with him because he worked for free?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying he started the same way you do. How come he's a full?
He's blowing your argument to crap. That's
Yeah,
what he's doing.
you're telling me that a guy who comes here
No,
works
but
for free
when
can't
Jackie
be
does his
seen.
stuff outside the show, you goof on him.
Oh, so what's wrong with that?
Because I don't think that you can accept Jackie as a
What? I can't accept Jackie's what?
If Jackie
A full-time employee here?
If Jackie goes out and does and does something
Right.
we goof on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We don't.
We all do.
Howard does.
Yeah.
No, all right. No, I think we all do.
No, you chime in.
Yeah.
Okay, Howard goofs on him. Doesn't really make a difference.
Right.
But
Yes,
when
it
he does
does
stuff
make a
for
difference.
here, he's great. But when he does stuff out there, then we goof on him. What I'm
That's
saying
not
is that when I do something
necessarily true,
outside of the show, it's
Excuse
more of a target to goof on.
John, your argument has holes in it again. When Jackie, it's exactly the same. When Jackie does something that Howard doesn't think is good for his career or good for the show, Howard rips him a new a-hole.
That's right. Bingo. But no, I don't like
If I ever
Jackie,
did
right?
anything that was positive, he'd tell me.
That's right.
I just
Well, then
haven't
one day
done
he
it
will.
yet.
So you think I don't like Jackie? You must think that's
No,
same
I
logic.
don't. I told you there's two different subjects here. That is one. That's just like a fatherly
all right,
figure.
listen.
A fatherly figure trying to accept that.
John, I don't see myself as your father.
I
You're
don't either, but
31.
I'm
I ain't
saying-
that much older than you.
Yeah, well, you're about 15 years older. But all I'm saying is that you.
I'm not 15 years older than you.
14.
How old am I?
44?
I'm 43.
Oh, okay.
All right. So how much? Oh, listen, John, you as the revolutionary young man is not flying anymore. You're 31 years old. You got a wife and a kid.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying that
you're not all that. You're not all that hip, pal.
I don't think you would accept
You're over the hill.
All right.
But that's your thinking.
But then the other thing is,
no one sees you as a kid. No, John, you've tried to do things outside of the show. They haven't worked out.
No, some have been really good.
Okay. The TV show was great. Wings was terrific. Everyone's still talking about it. They've never seen acting. In fact, they're talking about developing a sitcom for you out on the coast. I just started.
Good.
Yeah. Do whatever you want from now on. Just don't ask me to promote it. And
I don't
stay away from me. Stay away from me, because now I don't like you.
When have I asked you to?
That's right.
I don't ask you to promote.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Did I
come up to you and say, please
I'll see
promote
you.
Wings?
I'll see you. You just told me I've got an agenda against you because I didn't promote Wings.
No, ever since his book.
Sorry, I have a career.
I'm doing something behind your
back. I have a career that I am not going to allow you to rule.
Let me ask you
I don't want to promote Wings for my reasons.
Let me ask you one question.
I'm not gonna.
Let me ask you one question.
And there's lots of things I don't promote of other people around here. Ask Gary. I don't let him do a lot of stuff.
Can I ask you one question?
Because I don't want to be involved with it in even a peripheral way.
Can I ask you a question?
And it has nothing to do with whether I like Gary or not.
Did I ask you to promote Wings?
Yes.
No, I did not ask you. I never
Gary.
You. I never asked you to promote Wings.
Thank you. All right, you're done now. You're done. I've heard all your arguments. They're weak. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Goodbye. Go back and sit there and smoke pot. Goodbye.
Smoke pot.
Goodbye. Because you're paranoid. Go ahead. Leave.
Howard,
you're out. You're out.
This room was not paranoid.
Goodbye. You're out. You're out of the room.
All right.
You played your game.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
I heard your arguments. They were weak.
Oh, yeah? So let me ask you a question.
You're a weak arguer.
I don't think so.
All right, whatever.
Howard. It doesn't matter because he doesn't listen to you.
I listen to everything you say.
Your problem in life is, and this is why you won't succeed.
Okay.
You don't listen to people.
I am listening to you. And all I'm saying is it not true that you still do not believe me on this book thing?
That's correct.
Exactly.
That is
correct. And since you don't believe me on this book thing, you think that I am a conniving guy because you think I did something behind your back.
No, I don't. I think it was one instance. Wings had nothing to do with that.
No, but I'm saying...
Wings, listen to me carefully. Wings had nothing to do with it.
All right, but did the book thing leave a bad taste in your mouth?
Yes.
See, and even though I tell you the truth, it's still to this day leaves a bad taste.
Wouldn't affect any of my future decisions.
Well,
it left a bad taste in my mouth, but I tell you, I haven't thought about it until you just brought it up right now. I
you always bring it up. You brought it up when you called me at home about the LA thing. You brought it up.
No, I didn't.
You did too.
I only think about it when you screw up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
But
it's a laundry list of things that you do.
I'm asking you to believe me and realize I would never do something like that.
Good.
But I wouldn't do it.
Listen to me. I don't care about that. Don't tell me that I have something against you when I don't promote Wings. I don't have to promote anything.
I know you don't.
There are some things I will promote, and there's some things I won't.
Well,
the things that impact my career, I will not promote. Now, whether you understand that or not, I don't care. But if you're going to tell me I have something against you, you must be high on drugs. If there's anybody... your parents have done less for you than I have.
Howard,
Goodbye. Now you're done.
Fine.
Now you're done.
I know you've done things for me.
Leave me.
All I'm
dismissing you.
All right, but let me just ask you a question.
I want you out of here.
All I'm saying is that this whole book thing, you obviously
I told you I don't care about the book thing.
Robin, he does. You know he does. Did you bring up
I told you I don't believe you, but I don't care. I would have fired you if it really bothered me.
Well, you know what? All I'm just trying to say is, Howard, I'm not lying to you. The truth,
Gary, call the police. I can't get this intruder out of here.
I don't know why Gary hasn't come in, because Gary knows the guy who did the thing, and the guy's told him it wasn't my fault.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Howard, God bless you.
Here come the police. Here come the police please, Gary, get the police. He won't leave me. Leave my side.
I don't know how you do it.
I'm not coming down on you. I don't know. You told me all I know is what you told me.
Well, the guy told me that he told you.
I don't have inside information. In other words, John came to me and told me.
Right.
And
I called you that weekend.
I don't care about the book.
Before he even said anything, I called you and said,
this is what happened. Put it behind you. I'm telling you, Gary, is there not a million times a week that I've turned down things that you are not allowed to promote?
Yeah.
Or variously not even do?
Right, no, absolutely.
Various things I have told you cannot do.
Yeah, and we've
is that true?
And we've sort of gotten to the point, I feel, for me, that there are things that I turn down that you don't know about.
That you understand.
Howard,
John hasn't figured it out.
You have developed this paranoia in me. There are things that I have...
Paranoia?
I've developed the paranoia.
There are things that I haven't been invited to. I'm always the cutoff.
What haven't you been invited to? I played cards the other night. Who do I invite? I invite John.
It was very nice.
What are you not invited to?
What I don't invite you to?
It's just whatever.
What are you not invited to? What slight have you suffered?
What have you not been invited to?
I'm the cutoff.
What have you not been invited to?
John's upset because when you say things like, the inner circle or the guys and stuff.
Yeah.
You say,
what has he not been invited to? Give me a specific.
That I'm not sure about.
What is it, John? Let's hear what you've been sliding.
I know that his big thing is like if we talk about going to scores. When it gets, it's like me, you, Jack.
He's always gone to every
score. But then
Scores.
when you get to John, you go, I don't know about John.
Right.
There obviously is something he wasn't invited to.
What weren't you invited to?
It upset me a little bit.
What was that?
A certain party that you had that I wasn't invited to.
What party?
A certain party you had.
I know what he's talking about.
Oh, I would never invite you to that.
Again, I was a cutoff man.
Yeah.
And
no, you weren't. There were a lot of people cut off. If I invited you, I'd invite a lot of other people.
I guess it
I didn't want a business party.
That's John's point. John doesn't want to be seen as those other people. He thinks, I know who the other people are.
If you compare me to Gorilla one more time, give me a freaking break.
Gorilla was more important to me.
Fine. This is what I mean.
Gorilla is
nothing
as loyal
against Gorilla,
as can be.
But I've been here for a lot longer than him.
If Gorilla tomorrow needed anything promoted, it would be promoted.
Of course.
What do you think of that?
Of course.
Because you know why?
You have no idea
he's a human being.
And I'm not a human being.
He's a human being.
And I'm not a human being.
You're not. You don't appreciate what people do for you.
Howard, I appreciate everything you've done.
Can't do enough for John. Can't do enough. Didn't promote Wings. Didn't promote Wings.
No,
whatever John does, you got to promote.
No, I'm asking you why.
What you do for everybody else and what happens.
But what I've done for him doesn't count. There's no double standard. It's only in your head.
No, it's not in my head.
You know what your problem is? You're comparing yourself to other people.
Compare yourself to Gary. How many things have I told you, Gary, that you can't do? And Gary now gets it.
Can I tell you something that you don't even know about? Yeah. I'm going to tell you this right now. Something that you don't even know about that I knew I would never dream of asking you about.
Right.
I was offered a substantial amount of money. When I say substantial, I mean $400,000 to $500,000.
Go ahead.
To write a book about the inner workings of this show. Yeah. Now, I know that's not going to fly.
Right.
I know I can't.
You know how many things I've turned down?
That's a lot of money.
Right.
You know how many things I've turned down for a lot of money?
But take $500,000.
Gary, let's make it simpler. Let's make it so that's an obvious. How many times have there been appearances where they wanted to pay you $15,000 in that area of money to appear, and I've said to you, no.
Well,
how many times?
I know what your feeling is.
How many times have I let you appear somewhere and I wouldn't promote it on the air? Because I told you that should be a commercial.
But again, one of those things that I know is if sometimes people will call here and say, and they call from a company and they ask for your agent.
Right.
Then like a week later they call and ask for me.
Right.
And I know that that's not something you want to be involved in because they wanted you first.
Right.
Howard, I've turned down a lot of things for a lot of money. Trust me.
Good. Good. Now you're starting to learn.
I know what you want me to do, and I try to do the best thing for you.
Name one you turned down.
All right, Weird Science, a television show.
Now, why would you turn that down?
Because they wanted me to, be like a Stuttering John thing. I said that no, I only did that, for Howard.
Well, good. Then now you're learning.
They just asked me to do a computer show.
Now, why do you think I don't want you to do that? Why do you think I don't want you to do that?
Because I am Stuttering John for this show.
No, wrong.
I ask questions for this show.
When you ask questions, no, wrong. When you ask questions for this show,
it's funny.
It's funny.
I don't want to water it down.
Gary, tell him what the answer is.
I'll tell you this.
No, let me get Gary tell you. What is the answer, Gary?
When John asks questions for this show, they're written by you guys.
Right.
It's your material.
Right.
Now somebody who doesn't understand the show is going to write Stuttering John type questions that are not going to be
fun.
And
then John goes on 20 shows. He's unfunny on every show. And then I go, you know what? I don't even want to use
That's not true.
That is the God's honest truth.
No, I haven't been on 20 shows.
No, I'm saying that there's a reason you haven't been on. Because I stopped you.
In fact,
believe me, you would be. You don't even know what you're doing.
I turned down so much stuff.
You turned it down because I tell you to turn it down.
I just turned down on Microsoft's computer.
Why do you think you do it?
$1,000 a week.
Why do you do it?
Because I said no.
Why do you turn it down?
Because it was going to be like a sexual reality. I go, you know what? Howard talks about sex all the time. I'm not going to do it.
What? Well, that's stupid.
I'll tell you something I just turned down.
Yeah.
I was asked to do a public service announcement that would have run on ABC television here in New York for a charity.
Right.
But my feeling is I'd rather save that. I don't want to be on television all the time. I'd rather save that for a charity that specifically I want to get involved with. You know,
no,
I mean,
here's the reason you turned it down. I'm going to explain to you why you turned it down. I don't want to see Baba Booey. Right. Same way David Letterman's that guy he never has on, and Larry Bud Melman, ruined. If I see Baba Booey on a PSA looking like a douchebag, then Baba Booey is useless to me, and I got to fire a guy I like, a guy who I think is funny.
And it changes the tone.
And it's the same with John. If John is going out and doing some funny shtick here, then he goes on some late-night show, which I wouldn't promote. The reason I didn't promote it is because John wasn't funny on it. I used to sit there and go, I hate him so much on this show. It is so unfunny that it's going to ruin John for this show.
I didn't like it either.
Thank God nobody saw it.
Yeah, so if you think that that's not having your best interest at heart, you're insane. Now, I'm done with you. I'm done with this discussion. You're finished. Goodbye.
Fine.
That's it.
Actually,
now you maybe understand.
Howard, we actually have to be done because we have a guest waiting.
Who's the guest? Crackhead Bob?
But we have to get Crackhead Bob out before Pamela Lee comes.
Oh, yeah, Pamela Lee's coming.
Oh.
All right. John, go back there and think about what I've said and see if you can't
think
figure
about
it out.
What?
He won't be able to figure it out. He only heard himself.
No, I hear what you're saying, Howard, but I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah, here's the final word. Here's Melrose Larry Green. Hi, Larry.
John, get a pencil out right now and a piece of paper. You need mood control drugs.
He's been on them.
I've been on them. It didn't work.
What, you took Thorazine?
I took everyone.
Try phenobarbital, Dilantin.
Really?
Vicodin?
Is this from experience, Larry?
Yes.
All right. Well,
then I don't want to take it.
If
you guys opening up to you.
John, you need it. You need it badly because you're a good guy. I've had a lot of good times with you, John, but I know when you're not taking your medication.
Thank you. Renee, go ahead.
This is.
No, I'm just letting people talk. Yes, thank you. Go ahead.
Totally.
Yes, Renee. Hello. Well, there, you lucked out. Renee's not there.
Good.
Hello, Renee? Too bad. She was a black woman who had a hard time finding a job. She wants